I forget, 2011 or 12, I was actually approached by a school in St. Leonard, so in this neighborhood, called Pierre de Coubertin, and they were looking to build a garden there. And I basically took on this kind of part-time summer job while doing City Farm and built this garden at that school and really had no idea what I was doing. And got kids involved in it, and they helped out. And so when I finished up that year, I learned a lot, and I came through a lot of different steps. Like, my contract was just for the spring. It was a 2-month job, just build a garden. And then when it came to the summer, I asked them who was going to take care of this, and nobody had any answers. And so they said, oh, can you stay on and help just a little bit in the summer? And so then by the time it got to the end of the year, I thought it might be interesting to try to work in the gardens with interns from the City Farm, because at that point they were only at Loyola managing the gardens out there. So I approached the head of daycare services, who was essentially what had hired me to do the contract, about possibly creating a small position in which I just manage these gardens along with the interns. And she was into it, and I talked to Jackie, and Jackie was into it. And then the following year, it was a whole new area, like it was a whole new stream of education that happened that year. And in that year, that's when the 4 interns came out, and we started working on the gardens. And then the following year, they came, and I think there's been maybe 4 gardens that we've built, including this one was built last year by City Farm interns. There was 3 of them here. And then a position opened up that was essentially running green programming at the school board. And I applied for it and got it, and then it kind of just kept going. It seemed very natural at the time. And I think even for my boss Rosa, I think it was natural for her too to continue with her ideas, because she's had a lot of really strong ideas about doing this stuff. She's been a big motivation, so it was almost, in some ways, it almost felt like kind of a collaboration, especially in the beginning, because it kind of literally was a partnership. So that's kind of how it led to that. And then each year we kind of move around and try to work on different gardens, and then hopefully after a few years, the community or the teachers pick up on it. But this has been one of the kind of difficulties that I've found. It's not so easy for teachers to take on these kinds of things. So that, I think, is like the challenge moving forward. It's not that schools aren't interested in gardens, because they are, and they're realizing more and more the value, but who takes care of it? It's nice to have City Farm interns come and help, but let's say one year they don't want to. Nobody applies for that. That's kind of one of the concerns I've seen from being a part of this program.